Welcome back to the Let's Talk About It podcast. There's messages that we'll read here live on the podcast.
Let's do it. Do you still think about me? Who do you think about?
Let
me see. Mm-hmm. Do you still think about her? Look at me and tell me. So since we're talking about it, how is dating going for you?
It's going fair.
So while you were gone, I had a little birdie come to my room and tell me that my son, Jaden, had a Easter basket for somebody in his room.
All right, what it does do. Welcome back to the Let's Talk About It podcast. We're back in the building. I know it's been a little bit longer than we promised originally, but we're back. Yeah, we waited an extra week. Not by choice.
He wanted to get all sick.
Yeah,
my daughter wanted to get sick, so here we are, just all screwed up in this house. So. Yeah,
I ended up. So here's what happened. I ended up getting my wisdom teeth pulled out, thinking that it was very beneficial for my health, which I'm sure it is. But,
you were not okay.
Yeah, nobody told me that. That your face was gonna turn into a golf ball, and I got a huge infection all throughout this side right here. And then I also got a thing that I just figured out was a thing called dry socket on this side, which if you don't know what dry socket is, do you know what dry socket is?
I mean, I got pretty screwed up from a wisdom tooth. All four, actually.
Really?
So.
Was it? So, there's supposed to be a blood clot that goes into that where they extracted it. Mm-hmm. And that blood's supposed to cover the bone and nerves or whatever that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't follow the rules, which I did follow the rules. It wasn't I just skipped out on things that they gave me in the paperwork. But if you drink out of a straw, if you eat not soft foods and stuff like that, it can rip out that blood clot, and you can expose that bone.
Is that what you did? You drank out of a straw?
No, so that's what I'm saying. I followed everything to a T. I felt like, and then all of a sudden, like I said, the next day, and it didn't it didn't kick in until 2 days later, which is exactly what ChatGPT said, because I looked it up through ChatGPT.
I Googled it and then I realized I had cancer.
Yeah.
All right.
So I looked it up. Chat said that it's pretty normal for you to get a dry socket, a few days after, but it's an intense amount of pain, which it was. I wanted to.
Yeah, wisdom teeth aren't fun. I had lost feeling.
Yeah.
On the side of my tongue.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No. Yeah.
But I was laid up. She didn't even know what was going on.
I got it back. Kind of.
I was laid up in my bed. I missed a few days of work. I was done for 5 days. Just literally in my bed, just dying. And then I ended up going to the ER too, driving myself there. And then just getting prescribed for antibiotics for an infection. And they just told me to thug it out with the dry socket.
They didn't give you no Oxy?
No, they did, but I didn't take it. Because I took Oxy at the hospital. And I don't again, this goes back to the last conversation. I don't feeling and
well, that's gold in some people's ways, but good for you.
But it worked. Yeah, it worked. I didn't take it. I just thugged it out. Just took my ibuprofen.
I actually noticed when you were, first I was just oh my God, what is your problem? We didn't make a podcast this week and now you're mad at me. And then I realized oh dang, he got his wisdom teeth. Then he had to ask for a ride in this family group, chat. And then realized nobody picked him up because then he said he was taking an Uber. So I was oh, he's really mad. Nobody picked his ass up. But then I'm 2 days passed by and I'm yo, you got a problem or something? Just tell the kids, just ignore him. He's just having his mood, whatever. No. And then I realized, he's got his wisdom teeth pulled out. I've been there. I've had all four of them pulled out. Let me tell you, they hit a nerve because they went deep in there and pulled it out. And I knew they did something sketchy because the dentist called me later on that night. Yeah. So anyway, going back, that just took me back to what had happened with me. And I was oh yeah, now he's fucked up.
So, yeah. So, and then when I was there, it was crazy because I should have figured something might have been happening because this dentist, when he was doing like his whole little thing in my mouth, and I didn't get put to sleep. I chose not to because I figured one of you guys was going to pick me up anyways.
This is what you screwed up. You should have went put to sleep.
So like,
what are you doing?
They just numbed me up, and they numbed the hell out of me. And then like this side came out pretty easy, but I don't even think I told you this. The other side, like this doctor had to do all kinds of work on this side because it was like covered with like some.
And you were
gum.
awake for this?
Yeah, and then when he like cut it up in the inside with some sort of like Dremel tool, and then once he got in there and he got his little whatever the hell it was, like these pliers or whatever it was, he went in there, started pulling, and bro was pulling.
No.
Like it was at a point where my face was right here, and he has his palm straight up to my face. So I'm like this. And I'm like trying to like push with him to try to give him more leverage.
There's no way.
And I'm helping. I'm like, come on, Dennis, you got this. And I'm like, because I can't feel it, but I.
Why did you not get put to sleep for this? That's crazy.
Yeah, but he ended up.
No way.
But I figured he was one slip away from like just destroying my mouth because I was like, he was hella pulling. And then he finally got it out. And then as soon as he got it out, he fucking shoved a little gauze in my mouth, grabbed papers. He's like, all right. Here you go. These are the instructions for like what you need to do after. He's like, we're all done.
No. Yeah, nah, like, you got me. You got me.
Yeah. The weirdest part is that it was so fast. It was so instant. He was like, oh, we're good. And I was like,
we're good.
That's
you
it.
Broke your jaw. Big deal. I just pulled out half your teeth. No big deal.
Yeah, I feel like I got just violated and it just sent out the door like immediately.
No, there's no way.
So I walked out and then the rest is history.
Glad you're doing better.
Yeah, we're back. We're back in the podcast.
I just had allergies. I felt a little sick. I got this little cough, my voice is a little raspy. Not that it already isn't raspy, but we're good. We're back. We're doing this. And you just came back from Vegas, so you went to WrestleMania.
I did.
He did.
I did. I see our tribal chief, you know what I'm saying? Roman Reigns.
Oh, him. I was like, who? I know The Rock. I know Rikishi. I don't know what's going on these days.
Their sons were in it. That was a good time.
Who?
The Usos. That's Rikishi's sons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I learned about them the other day.
But yeah, no, it was a fun trip. Yeah. It was a fun trip. And then, after all that, I come back. And as soon as I come back, these allergies start to hit me, and I'm like, bro,
they hit everybody. Everybody was sick with that.
Yeah, just like I was telling you before this, I'm like, dude, like as soon as I get back, I get sick. I feel like I'm getting sick. I'm like, all I know is pain. Like I can't. Oh my God. And I'm like congested right now, so it's like I'm trying to be God's little warrior.
That's gay. Anyways, so while you were gone, I had a little birdie come to my room and tell me that, my son, Jaden, had a Easter basket for somebody in his room. Yep. So me deciding to go be nosy, I'm like, all right, let me go check what's in the room. So I go check. This little boy has a Easter basket with two, what are those Celsius drinks, whatever? Like those energy, like health, I don't even know, whatever. Those energy drinks. He had like some type of stuffed animal there, and then he had like some knitted flowers, like he must have got them on Amazon. They knitted these things and they put them in there, and then he did a whole bunch of like nerds clusters. And then I'm like, it is not Valentine's Day. First of all, this is a whole Easter basket, and who is this broad, and what is going on? Because this is the first time I've ever had to encounter this with the second, which is Jaden. So
I mean,
that being said, what is going on around here? Because I had asked him, who's this girl? Of course, he doesn't want to tell me. He tries to switch the subject. So I'm just really confused right now.
Yeah, it might be a new girl. Because, like, I feel like I'm pretty familiar with all the girls he used to hang out with, and he might have a crush on.
That little boy dates?
I don't know if he dates.
He doesn't have time for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what goes on in his personal life at school. I mean, his grades are good, so.
Well, that's great, but we don't need him distracted, so.
Yeah. No, I've seen that. So here's the thing. Because on the day, what was the day? The day I asked him to do me a favor. And I was like, oh, you want to make some money? He's like, oh, yeah, I need some money just to buy my friend a gift. And I was like,
for Easter?
What friend? And I was like, what gift? And then he's like, it's just something like, I was like, how much you need? It's like $60. So he did his little thing, got it done. And then this is how I know, like, it was for a girl. Because it was like, he's like, called me when I was at work. And he was like, Grandma's going to drop me off at the mall so I can buy my gift for my friend. Do you think you could still give me the money? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, damn, who is this person? I was like, this is a straight up girl. Like,
No, if I like this.
and then,
I don't like this.
yeah. So he came to the mall. I gave him my credit card, and I was like, look, I was like, you use $100, go crazy, don't go over that. And he goes to whatever store, he comes back, and it was those flowers, those knitted flowers.
Which was very thoughtful, because I'm like, where in the world did you think about knitted flowers? I've never got knitted flowers. You guys better step your game up.
Yeah.
You guys out there, don't just do real roses. You better do the knitted roses.
Did you see the other gift that he got, though?
Oh, the Legos?
The Lego flowers.
Well, yeah, I got him Lego flowers for Christmas.
Oh,
Well, I got
really?
Layla that, and then Layla made them, and that's where he got it from.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, who's the lucky lady?
I know
boy?
Lego flowers, man. I'd be
Yeah.
more impressed he built them. Like,
Yeah. No, it was
that's
cool.
crazy.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
it was very thoughtful though. So
yeah, part of me loves to see that with him because
I
I'm
don't.
like a big fan of like romance. So like I love.
I'm not a big fan of romance in high school.
Yeah,
Get your mind out the gutter.
just all around. Okay,
I was a teen mom. Okay, we don't like this, so let's not do
Yeah,
this.
I
Not
guess
right
it's
now.
a
Let's
little
shut it
different,
down. I'm gonna be the hater. Shut it down.
But it's better than him like
Shut it
just,
down.
you know, like
Shut it
being a little
down.
dog out here, right?
Shut it down.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I think the only
good
thing
for
I fear
him.
with that, the only thing I
Yeah.
fear with that though is
Get his little heart broken.
yeah, exactly.
We don't need him to get his little heart broken.
Because I'm like, because and you know, there's circumstances sometimes in high school, like,
Yeah.
and
He's
our
little-
families, and I think it's genetic. I don't know, like a genetic with our family, like we kind of like fall deep. I don't know if super quick, but like very heavily. You know?
To a certain extent with me. I did it the first time in my first relationship.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
Yeah, but you don't have that experience.
It was stupid. I was also like 11, 12 years old when I met Mark. Ew. Anyway. Anyways. So yeah, so that being said, first boyfriend, whatever, young love. And then after that, when I figured it out after 3 kids, I'm like, hell no. This is, oh God.
Yeah.
I had to grow up.
But
And
we're
then,
talking about a 15-year-old who doesn't have that experience.
I had Adrian, 16.
Yeah.
We don't need him to go down that route. You just never know. See,
Yeah.
I started high school. I started high school with, honors class, all that stuff. And I was supposed to graduate, and all that, and that went downhill pretty quick just because of situations like that. So, anyways,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, your son's growing up, man. I'm telling
I
you.
know.
Yeah, but
That was very thoughtful though. So
yeah, he's doing it the right way, which is great. He's not sneaking these little girls in,
Not
in the
yet.
middle of the damn night.
Not yet,
You
until he
know.
gets his little heart broken, because he will experience that. Hopefully,
Yeah, I
not
hope
anytime
not.
soon.
Well, part of me
but
kind of like
I
thinks,
feel like everybody does at some point,
yeah.
and that's the way you grow as a person, though.
Well, I don't know.
So.
Like a part of me likes it just because you ever look at those like some of our friends. It's a very like slim margin of people, but like
Yeah.
our friends that grew up like high school like couples and they ended up working out.
Yeah,
And it could be like that,
good
maybe.
for them.
And if
Proud of them.
that's a rare instance, but
Yeah.
he could have that, or he could
Yeah.
be with the worst girl on earth. So I guess we'll find out, and I guess we'll see how you react.
Oh my God, I hope not, because I can't even imagine what it'd be. I already got my house egged by the last from Adrian's ex or girlfriend. I don't even know where she is right now. I was like, we got our house glitterified.
Oh, yeah.
We got glitter all
Bucks.
over the house. It's one thing to get your house egged, but let me tell you, when you get glitter in your mailbox and you get purples, the greens, the pinks, the blues, and your house starts looking like a circus. It's like, all right, I'm trying to grab my mail and I got bedazzly shit all over my hands.
Yeah.
They're stepping it up though. That was impressive. I was like, I was pissed for a whole
Yeah.
my whole driveway looked like a whole circuit. So
And then you're I would say your son had a part to play in that because as soon as you got cameras,
they were gone.
put them up. Oh, just no more eggs, no more glitter.
Why
all
not?
of
Why
a sudden.
stop it now? When the show's just starting.
Yeah.
What?
I was like, hey, we're not even gonna go to the police with this. We'll go straight back to your house with this with the
At
same
this
energy. I don't
point-
care.
I said, well, I was like, those windows, they'll be gone real quick. Just kidding.
Yeah.
We don't play nice here. We don't do glitters and eggs. We do rocks. We do bricks. We do bricks. We do rocks.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Not
all the
really.
above. Everything that you can think of that'll
You were talking about the whole BB gun.
Yeah, I was talking about in a BB gun in a bush.
No, you're talking about a paint gun. You were going to paintball.
I was gonna buy a little camouflage leaf suit, sitting in that bush.
Sure was. It was war at that.
Yeah,
hell no. You want to sit here? You want to start it? Let us finish it. We won't start it, but we will 100% finish it. So just know that.
I ain't dealing with all that again. So
that being said, please don't egg or glitterify my house, because.
And if Jade, if you're watching this,
don't even start.
Don't be bringing them type of girls to the house either. That's crazy.
Yes.
So yeah, I do want to. We're getting a little bit on time. I do want to move on to the subject. So we had I had this idea of doing anonymous messages. And I posted on Instagram.
I'm scared.
And I had you post it. And we had a few people reach out to us on the messages.
Okay.
And they're basically anonymous messages that we'll read here live on the podcast. And
let's do it. Let's get this out the way.
We'll start off
all right.
With the ones that I already know who they are. I'm going to start with like a little congestion. I'm dying. So we'll start off. We do have a few.
Right.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are you gonna read them all? You want me to read some or what?
It's up to you.
They're questions for both of us, right?
I would assume so. Some of them I feel like they're for you.
Oh man! All right.
I think.
Let's go.
First one, I think I know who this is. We can start off with this. Does Duke take ballerina classes?
Why would you say something like that?
And the answer to that is no, I don't. And I don't think I'm very interested in taking ballerina classes.
I thought you did. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
That was me. If you didn't catch that.
The second one I did post on Instagram already.
All right, what was it?
I thought it was hilarious.
Okay.
Some people break under pressure. Stacy got flattened by a car and came back louder. I knew that was you. Be like Stacy.
No, that was 100% you. Duh.
That wasn't me. That was ChatGPT.
That was still you. You told ChatGPT that. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next question.
The next one I'll read because I already know who this is.
Here we go.
Talk about that real OG Mudbone shit.
What? Talk about that real OG Mudbone shit.
Yeah.
What the hell does that even mean? Can you Google that?
No, you can't Google that because
no, I'm saying, can you? Oh, your phone. I'm about to Google this. My phone. What is the real OG Mudbone shit? Hold on, I need to understand this.
You're not going to be able to Google it.
Please speak English. What the hell?
I know who that's from.
What is it?
That's from my old coworker, my family, Troy. We used to call each other Mudbone. I don't know why.
Oh, what you guys used to talk about?
So we'd be like, "What up, Mudbone?"
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Troy is a very sporadic person when it comes to just saying random shit.
All right, cool. Let's talk about that real Mudbone shit. I got you. Next question.
The real Mudbone shit.
Got you.
I got you.
All right.
Got you, fan Mudbone. All right. Here, I got.
Oh my God.
Stacy can read this one.
Is Stacy still beefing with the car, or did they squash it? Oh, we got some fucking comedians out there, huh? Am I still beefing with the car, or did I squash it? Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Next question.
You want to answer that one?
Did I squash it? That's funny. That was a good one.
All right, here's a good one. This is a real question. Who's funnier when they're not trying to be?
Oh, that is a good question. I don't know, because I think we both have our own type of humor. Yeah. You're very I don't know, because I feel like you're like the guy version of me and I'm the girl version of you. Mm-hmm. So it's really hard to tell.
Yeah. I don't know. In terms of improv, I feel like I come up top with that. Just thinking of things on the fly.
I think you're more clever and sharper when it comes to stuff like that, but I'm very random, and I can talk about a million different conversations, and you'd be like, "What the fuck?" and then this Duke is just more like on his toes about things. It makes it a lot more funnier, and he has more of the facts to back it up. So
yeah, I have a weird sense of humor. Like, it's very sarcastic, but bland sometimes. But I'll do it on purpose just because.
But you also like to make fun of me.
Yeah.
Make fun of people, but not make fun of how you look or anything, but make fun of just I don't know, I guess if you're trying to sound smart, you say something stupid. Like, for example, you asked me to do an injection.
Oh, the
And then
shoulder.
you're like, I need a shoulder. And I was like, you need one in your deltoid? And when you sat here and you sent me the most smart ass remark ever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was the same thing. So I don't I don't know why you even tried to correct me.
Whatever. I just felt like I wanted to. Let me have my moment.
You put shoulder, LOL, like trying to like be all like.
All right, next
Dr.
question.
Stacy out
I
here.
am Dr. Stace. Now, next question. Right?
All right, so here is. Oh, well, that's a good one. Here, you can read that.
All right. Who's more likely to get into an argument and end it by blocking everyone in the group chat? Let's put it this way. I'm not like big on blocking. I'm like more of a petty block. Like I don't really mean to block you, but that's not really in like a group chat or anything. But this one right here is he can block like no other. He is the blocking queen over here. Let me tell you, you say something wrong, you even say like, he will block everybody. Okay.
No, and it doesn't start with blocking. It starts with not talking.
How many times do you block a group chat every month?
You know who I just unblocked, by the way?
Who?
Aunt Lisa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But how many times do you block?
A group chat?
Yeah, or you leave the
I
group
muted
chat.
it. I mute.
Okay, no, now you mute. But I'm saying, how many times have you? Because I've never really left a group chat. So
I don't know. Probably like I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, that has to be dad.
No, mom's in there too. But out of the two of us, I'll plead guilty to the blocking.
You are the blocking king over here. So.
Sometimes I just don't want to fucking talk to you guys anymore or see your profiles, see your faces. I'll go. I want to talk to you.
Don't get on Instagram.
Yeah, just delete my profile.
I would just mute. You know, I'm not like I don't. You know, I still want to have your stuff around. I'm just mad at you at the moment. You know.
Yeah, I gotta think.
Unless you're like Annalisa, and I can understand why you block Annalisa, because Annalisa's one of those people that will send you a message after message after message after message, and I'm like, all right.
See, you always tell me that. You know what I find crazy? She's never done that to me.
That's because she's scared of you.
You think? I don't think so. I think
Yeah. 100%. But I'm saying Annalisa's one of those people like, and this, and she'll just say really hurtful things. I'm like, you are the devil. Oh my God. That's why she gets blocked. So I totally, completely get that. She's calmed down a lot though. So she's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I get more mad at Annalisa nowadays than she used to get mad at me. And then
she's just getting older. She's grown up. So
what's weird, because I told you too, like I'll tell, so I tell Annalisa, I'm like, you're not even like the badass you think that you were back then. I was like, I'm over here insulting you. You don't even say nothing. You'd be like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, the hell?
Sometimes that's the best thing you could say is, you can have it.
I don't like that. No, because I live for a reaction. So I
know it's all getting boring. Like, get mad, get pissed. You want the reaction out of her, and you're not getting it.
Especially Annalisa. Yeah. So like, I don't know. But yeah, no, I'll block her. But she did just get unblocked. And I refollowed her. So.
Well, I'm glad you guys are stepping it up. She graduated. Give her a round of applause.
Shout out, Annalisa. Follow me back.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to make your logo. All right.
Next question.
Here's one that I glanced at. And I don't think this is for me.
No.
I think this is for you. So you can read it.
Let's fucking go. Do you still think about me? Who the fuck?
Yeah. Any names come off the top
Do you
of the dome?
still think about me? You know what? Just shut up. We're done.
Yeah. Who's still got your heart? Or you got theirs?
You know, I can name a lot of people that probably who wrote that to me, but it's fine. You know, I got a lot of friends out there. Yeah, we'll go. Just next question.
Yeah.
Do you still think to be Chris Brown? I do.
I don't think Chris Brown wrote that.
Damn it. Maybe, you never know.
Yeah, so that was last. I don't think that was directed towards me.
Okay.
Because everybody hates me.
So, let me find out you're writing dumb shit in our messages. I feel like you're trying to test me right now.
No. So, yeah, that was our 7 questions. So if you did reach out,
I'm trying to think. Who do I still think about?
He can. I don't know.
Who do you think about? Why would this question
not
gotta be
me.
directed to me? It's probably to you.
It's not to me.
Let me see. Do you still think about her?
No.
Look at me and tell me, do you still think
don't
about her?
Think about her.
Why are you looking away? Why
Huh?
can't you make eye contact with me?
Because this is a little strange. I don't want to make eye contact.
Okay, yeah,
with
don't
you.
look away. Okay, next question.
Yeah.
Next
Anyways.
question.
Yeah, that's for you. It's not for me.
Scary.
I don't think anybody's driving me that.
Okay.
Maybe one girl actually in particular. but
All right, next question.
that's about it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, this is all our 7 questions. So if you wrote these messages to us, really appreciate it. These are actually hilarious.
That is funny. That was it?
So yeah, there's the 7 questions, but
Oh man, you guys suck. Why didn't
I
you get
know
more than
we gotta
that?
get more questions in. So like
Make it more personal.
Yeah.
Let's get down.
Yeah, if you did like this
I like it
segment,
down
like I
to-
said, continue to and I'll keep
Yeah.
posting the link in terms of like where to go. It'll be on our website too, so links are kind of everywhere. Literally
Yeah.
tap on it, you'll find it. But yeah, 7 questions were good. We're gonna move on from that. And
Next topic.
I don't know, Stacy wanted to talk about something really important. So,
What was that?
huh?
What was that? I ain't got shit to say right now. What did I say?
You forgetful mind. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do forget. Remind me, please.
Did you? Yeah, we got 4 minutes. No, I don't want to.
Oh, we're doing this longer.
Huh?
I thought, okay, no, you're fine.
No, you're right. Go
okay.
ahead. But do you
So-
remember what you were going to talk about? You said,
No.
I know what I'm going to say. You're like, I'm going on the podcast today because I have something to say.
Oh, I was actually just talking shit. Sorry, I said I was going to stop cussing,
Well,
but
say
you
what
know
you
what?
want.
No, honestly, I just been trying to get right this week and bounce back because I have been feeling sick. And sorry, you guys, for not making this podcast sooner. A lot of it is because of me. Duke's been on it. He's been doing a great job. So my fault. I'll do better. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. At least somebody
Duke wants to
admits
talk
it.
about the dating scene out here. Why dating is so weird.
Hold on. Time out.
No.
We had to make up subjects. But I mean, that is an important topic.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, so
But you-
since we're talking about it, you being single,
Yeah.
and how is dating going for you?
How's dating going for me? Shit.
You're a fucking loser.
No. For what?
Don't make me laugh. Why did you laugh, Deb?
What the fuck are you talking
I don't know why I did that to you. Okay. Okay.
Oh, shit.
How would I rephrase that? How is your dating life? It sucks.
You answered it for me. Thank you.
All right, so dating's not going good for you.
It's going
fine.
as good as it can.
Oh my
go.
god.
Yeah, no, we.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
You know, I'm
you
glad
were-
I don't have those problems anymore.
Yeah, no, it's going fair.
No, don't. I don't know if you want to cry, if you want to laugh. Anyways, so dating sucks. Is it just like this generation or that's going on with the dating?
It's, you know,
Yeah.
I like to say it is, but if you fail multiple times, you got to look at yourself in the mirror at some point and point out
these
what the fuck is.
All I need is God. We're good.
Yeah.
You gotta look at
I mean, that's also true.
All right.
But,
Stop laughing. You look at yourself in the mirror and
Yeah.
say,
no, I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's really hard to date nowadays, especially when you get
because
older.
girls are getting treated like shit. If you get them flowers, it's weird. You open up
Yeah.
their door, it's weird.
It's hella weird.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's not
weird to me.
normal.
It's weird to them.
No, but that's the new normal, I think.
I've had a girl. Sorry to cut you off. I had
Yeah,
a
you better
girl
do it again.
one time.
I'm just kidding.
So I'm over here trying to be like, what do you call it? Like thoughtful in a sense. Like I
Yeah.
looked at, I went on her Instagram because we had a date set up and everything.
Yeah.
I looked at her Instagram because I'm trying to figure out what she wants to eat. So I'm going through her stories, you know, just seeing like if she's posting food, posting flowers, maybe trying to get ideas to try to figure out like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
just
what
trying
do
to
you like?
understand, doing your homework on her to see
Yeah.
what she likes and what she doesn't like.
And then-
I mean, I guess she wouldn't post what she didn't like on Instagram.
Literally.
Unless she wrote you. But anyway.
But yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
I'd taken her out, nice restaurant. At the end of the night, we were just talking, and then, or not at the end of the night. It was like a week after we stopped talking. Mm-hmm. But she had told me, she thought it was a little strange, or like really strange that I went on her Instagram to look at her stories.
So why do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, it was a little like. So that's like.
So
the
why
type
are you
of
going on
things-
my Instagram and looking at my stories?
Yeah, she made me
Why
feel
are you
like I
trying
was
to-
like hella weird, and I was like, wait, I was literally trying to get ideas for like.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I was explaining that to her. Like I was like, yo, I was just trying to be nice and be thoughtful.
The moment you start explaining that, you should have just done blocked her. Because at
Yeah.
this point, you sound like you have a peanut-sized brain. And why have an Instagram and post things and then go on a date with somebody and then have obviously a good night is what it sounds like. And then sit here and question something that's stupid. Like, you're lucky you even got any of that.
Yeah.
Because you could have easily been taken to McDonald's at this point. You can get yourself a hot and spicy,
Yeah, which I mean that ain't bad at all. But no, like I said, the times that I've dated, I mean it's not like a bunch of times. Like I try to be as thoughtful as I can, and I don't know. Is it old fashioned to say like I do the flowers and make like not like crazy plans?
No,
but like
I think I'll tell you this. I work, obviously my other job at the hospital, and I work with obviously a whole bunch of women. And when I tell you, like, flowers are such a thoughtful thing to do, and it doesn't matter. Like, I got flowers for my desk, which was nice. But then, it's just like, even other people coming around, like, wow, I wish my husband did that, or wish, my boyfriend did that. And it's just like, that's thoughtful. I don't care what anybody says, but I think with certain women that aren't used to that, and they're used to being in an environment that's unhealthy, and they're seeing a whole bunch of unhealthy things, they think they normalize that type of stuff to be weird.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, if you think about it, if you ever go on a date and someone just, I guess more like your first date and you guys don't really know each other, he shows up with flowers and does all these things. And then I've been realizing, like, you kind of push that person. They get the short end of the stick because you start to push them away. Because if you don't think that's normal because you're not around it, then you start to think that shit's weird.
Yeah. Well, I think my problem with that, because it doesn't always. It's not just the flowers that, like, for the most part, a lot of the girls appreciated it. Yeah. But I think my problem, or my biggest problem, is that, like, I mean, because like I haven't dated or I haven't had a girlfriend in like a long time. So like I think once I get into this like thought process that like, oh, this is like kind of real. Yeah. Sometimes I'll take it to the extreme, and I think that's where I need to like figure that out in a sense, and like not
just slow it down a little bit. And I just think like I said, I think once you get to know the person and start to realize, hey, I'm going to take this one serious, then maybe get her some flowers. I think that's something too that you don't just give somebody on the first date. I think that's earned. I think that it takes someone special, that you start to care about, that deserves it to get things like that. So, I mean, maybe just slowing it down a little bit. I used to think that I didn't like flowers. And this is like a good example. It's like this is like years ago when I was like in high school and after I had the kids a little bit when they were smaller. But I used to be like, I hate flowers. Flowers are so like dumb. They die easily, whatever. I hate them. But that was because I never got them. Yeah. Like whoever I was with at the time just didn't give me any of that. And to me, I start to normalize that, I just didn't like it. And then I don't know, I think when I started hitting like my 20s and I actually started getting flowers, I was in shock because I'm like, I actually do love these. Like, this is very thoughtful. Like, oh my God. Like, I like, it's just one of those things too. It's like, eventually they're going to die. But then at the end of the day, like, it's just the thought that counts. Like, that comes with it, So, that being said, let that be earned. Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough to kind of like, at least for me, because like, I don't know, like to figure out. Because I think, for the most part, I think every girl deserves flowers for the most part. Yeah. But I don't know, like, and again, like, I'm a very thoughtful person. I'm a very, like, giving type person. And a lot of the times, that's a little overwhelming for some people.
Take me for granted.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just, like, and I've gotten to a point where I'm just, like, like, I'm just kind of, like, even right now, like, it's not like I'm looking for anybody at all. Like, I'm just kind of letting Jesus take the wheel at this point.
You're just a bachelor out in these streets, okay? Anybody would be lucky to have you. Yeah. That being said, he's single, you guys. So, leave a comment if you want to go on a date with him. I got you. I'll set you guys up. We do blind dates. You want to do a blind, like, not Like, I'll set you up on a whole blind date, or what it was called, speed dating. I'll get you all on the table, set you up with a whole bunch of girls.
Yeah.
Get that going.
I mean, I'm with whatever.
That would actually be funny.
Yeah. No, that'd be fun. But here's the thing about me too, and I think you've seen this over the years. Like, I always have I love having a conversation, like just talking, whatever. And a lot of people, not just girls, but like just everybody in general, it's like you're really easy to talk to.
How many girls can actually hold a conversation though? That can actually.
I don't know. I try not to let them. Well, I don't know.
I was like, I'm sure you've met some girls too that can't hold a conversation too. Like, how are you this pretty and you're this dumb?
Actually, no, you're right. Yeah,
like,
there's been
what is going on in this brain of yours?
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So I think also too, it's just like it takes a lot too to have a honest, a conversation with somebody that can actually think.
Yeah, but when you do have that, when you find somebody to have like a real genuine like good conversation with, like, oh my god, like it's like probably one of the best things ever, because you can just talk about whatever, and
it's just easy,
and it's just on and on. And sometimes like the time, it's crazy because you don't even like look at the time, and there's like hours that pass by, you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
And
kind of gets you thinking like you're in middle school.
Yeah.
On the phone, fall asleep with each other on the phone. You hang up. No, you hang up. You hang up.
Oh my god, I did that one time. I do remember that. But that's like the type of like, I guess, relationship I would crave at this point. Just more, just closer, just conversations, big on like communication and all that. Like, that's all very important to me.
It'll come though. I mean, like I said, I think relationships, like even with mine, from experience, came out of nowhere. Definitely out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Wasn't even looking.
And that's what I'm hoping for in mine. But yeah, yours is the most random. I
got in the most random relationship. What did you say? I got in a relationship without dating.
No, I don't know. I think that's what Chad said.
So it was that damn Chat GPT again.
I just laid out the plan. He heard it and he's like, oh wow.
Yeah. But it could be something as random as that. So you just never know. Your time's coming though. I just think timing is a big factor, and you got to trust it. You got to believe it. And even though it might not be right now, eventually it's going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to. So,
yeah, I think what the most important thing, especially now, kind of like dealing with kind of all the failures, I guess, in the past, is that like failures
as in relationships? I
guess, yeah, in a sense. It's just like, it's more important to like just to make sure that you're still on top of like making sure that you're like either maintaining yourself or rebuilding yourself, or
you were just meeting girls that weren't ready to be in a relationship because you could be serious and you know what you want, and in all reality, like, these girls are not mentally there, or they're still healing, or they're still going through something, and you just, that timing just wasn't for you guys, and you definitely just have to trust the process in that. So like I said, I'm just living my life now, just taking care of myself as much as I can, and taking these trips, enjoying kind of my single life in a sense. You better enjoy it while you have it, because you never know. It might be tomorrow you get in a relationship. Look at me. I was just in Cancun. I was in Mexico. I was in Vegas. I was in and now
you got a whole baby.
Now I got a whole family, which is great. I don't regret it. But me thinking that I was on all these trips with all my, all my girls and all that stuff, and me all of a sudden with Amora and with a whole family, it's crazy to think like how fast that switched up. But it's a timing thing, So I was ready to settle down and have Amora, and I knew I was going to have her eventually. And she came out at the most perfect time, and she's the best. And and it helped me grow up, and it got me to where I'm at right now, which is,
And she's a little Gemini.
She is. She's awesome. And her birthday's coming up, so we got to start planning for that too. So.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy that we're almost in May too.
I can't believe I literally was pregnant last year, and now here we are planning a whole birthday party.
So, about to have a 1-year-old.
I am. Pretty soon she's going to be 17, like this other one, trying me every day of my life. So,
17.
Getting my house egged and glitterified.
Yeah. But you have I think all those kids have a bright future ahead of them. So it's not all bad, even though sometimes they are little fucking bastards.
They are. They're kids, though. They're going to try you. But at the end of the day, we're all growing together. And even with my 17-year-old, I had him super young, too. We're growing together. So every day is a new battle for the both of us. He either gets on my nerves or I get on his nerves. But he doesn't understand that most of the time I'm getting on his nerves because I actually love and care for him. And I really just want to make sure he's good and he's safe. So if I got to be the bad person for it, so be it. It's all good.
I would say that kid is literally your twin, though. Yes. The way he acts. I'm just like, bro.
A little moody. It's because he's a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. Yeah. Our birthdays are a week apart.
Which emotional.
We are. I've noticed that too. I was like, he is really moody, and I'm really moody. This is my child.
You guys are a bunch of babies.
I was like, he might not look like me, but he acts just like me.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of mean though right now. I was like, I don't know if I'm that mean right now. He's just 17. That's all it is. They think they know it all, but
yeah, I know. I have to walk on eggshells, or it feels like I'm walking on eggshells with him. Like, don't grab a dumbbell or a picture frame and start yeeting that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you once only. Stop banging on your PC. Okay.
I don't know nothing about this PC. All I know is I hear it all the time and I'm sick of it. Mm-hmm. One thing I hate is I hate anything that has to do with a game. I'm not a fan of. You play the game, I hate it. Yeah, I hear PC, I hate it. Period.
Yeah, this is the house of gamers. So
I know, I hate it. I hate it. I don't hate it when I'm like actually busy doing something. Then I'm like, all right, go do what you need to do and get on the game or go do something. I don't care. Just let me finish what I'm doing. So
yeah, well, they'll do that for sure.
All right. Well, next event that we're planning is Apisha's birthday. So that's coming up on Friday. So if you guys don't know, make sure you tell Apisha happy birthday this Friday. And yeah, do you got anything else right now?
No, yeah, we're going to wrap it up.
Sorry we took so long. We're going to do better, okay? Many more episodes to come, hopefully sooner than later, okay? Mm-hmm. So thank you for watching, and we will talk to you guys later.
Yep, and also please remember to like, subscribe, sub, do all that stuff, and check out the website for those anonymous links as well.
Yeah, send us some questions, not these questions. That was not juicy enough. Come on now. I know you guys got something better than that.
Mm-hmm. And share us. Share us.
All right. It's a wrap. All right. Peace.
Peace.